Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, are you still holding or have you sold all your crypto? I was browsing through Twitter earlier today, and I noticed quite a lot of people have sold their entire positions in kind of the wait for another move lower. And I was kind of waiting what you guys think about that one. There's multiple theories, but for example, Plan B, as the majority of you guys in the crypto space will already know, he is very, very popular for coming up partially with the stock to flow model, again, kind of relating Bitcoin to scarcity in the longer term price. And kind of if you take that into consideration, what it says is patience because, well, you have a certain line which you're going to hover around. And you don't know if you're going to hover on the top side or the lower side, but the longer term, because of the halvings and because of the Bitcoin scarcity, you're going towards the top side. You're going to be going up. Steve Hollywood says, lost 11% this week. Get out now and be happy. It's backed by nothing but a dream. And then again, Julio asked, what is fiat money backed by? You know, to be honest, I keep asking you guys this question too. I think it is not that smart to have no exposure to crypto because it's a pretty good hedge asset and something which is going to do well regardless of the US inflation, regardless of all of it, and regardless of whatever happens in the economy, it's going to be doing well as you cannot ban it. But my question that I keep asking is, well, do you agree with me? Do you think it's really irresponsible? I'm not a native English speaker, by the way, guys. To not hold any crypto at all. I personally think it is very much so. And here's another one. Wendy Duke here posted, I saw this yesterday, makes perfect sense to me. This is made by the Rational Root, and it basically is the 2013, 2017, and 2021 bull runs added on top of each other. And what you're noticing is that in around day 133 of bullish movements, the prices start to dip. It was the same in the 2013, 2017, and now most likely 2021 run as well. Once more to solidify for you guys that dips happen, they will always happen, and it's going to keep happening. So do not worry if you see one, unless everything is kind of showing that the downside is just imminent here and the bear market has just started. But really, we haven't been in a bull market for that long. It's only been a little while here, guys. So don't think everything is just quite over. I personally still think we haven't even seen the real altcoin season just quite yet. I still firmly believe that. Peter McCormick posted earlier today, and by the way guys, make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying the daily crypto updates, or if this just made you feel a teeny weeny bit better. I think it's very important to just keep faith in everything and just understand that it's all part of a bigger plan, and you being worried ain't gonna do nothing for it unless you've lost faith in crypto completely. Buying lower, it's a scary game. If you're a trader, hey, right, go on, attempt it. If you're a hodler though, one of the smartest decisions might be to just buy whenever it dips lower to add to the stash, get your average price as low as possible, but to not really attempt that type of stuff unless you're doing some trading over on Bybit, which I've told you guys I like doing myself. There's a link for Bybit down below, as there's also I think a $1,610 bonus in total. Now, zooming out, it basically shows you an uptrend, right? That's all it shows. He's actually pretty funny with this one as he's really zoomed out. I keep telling you guys, if you're gonna really zoom in, things might look a little bit negative, right? For example, if your picture is like this, it looks quite dire, that we've dipped significantly and it doesn't really look good. Specifically, even if you take it from a little bit of a bigger picture like this, it looks really bad, right? It looks like, oh, crypto just keeps going down lower and lower and lower and lower. But then take it from a weekly perspective, for example. It's just a little bit of an example. If you check then how good it's been performing, and how it's just one little correction for the bigger picture, again, correcting to go up higher, and how it's really something which we've kind of witnessed here in February too. Yeah, I think everything is still looking good, huh? The corrections, of course, in terms of dollars are going to be a lot more severe than we saw back here. Mostly because, well, we're also playing with a lot more money. And there's a lot more weak hands in here as well, which sometimes push it down. And there's, of course, a lot more money to be made by these huge institutions as well, and a lot more money to play around with. Now, we're also noticing a huge increase in the majority of the whale transfers. I need to grab some water or something like that, man. Maybe I should just have it steady on the side of my recording set, just some water for whenever I need to do that. But basically, this Whale Alert account, which I believe is also based in the Netherlands here, has gained like 300,000 followers, maybe in like the last month or so. It's just been extremely big, their growth, and they're going to most likely grow like crazy as well over the next couple of months as, well, they post all the big whale transfers. The thing is, even though these are usually not that important, people want to know. And people are noticing there's a lot more whales right now moving around in the space because, of course, 10 million XRP in the past would have been maybe, $1 million. Not really a whale type of transfer. But right now, 10 million is freaking $11 million. That becomes really interesting. And the higher crypto prices go, the easier this is going to be for them to post because we're more and more quickly talking about a couple $1 million. Again, for Bitcoin, 20 Bitcoins is all it's going to take. And that in the past would have been a couple dollars, right? And now it's freaking $1 million. That's also kind of crazy to think about. On the same note, a transfer from Bitstamp to an unknown wallet usually means an exchange outflow. And that basically means that they're taking money out of exchanges to hodl it, basically. And I think it is definitely quite interesting. Then, let's quickly see here. Top analyst says XRP is poised to erupt. Here's Credible Crypto's new target. I don't really like to look at other people, I guess other analysts' analysis and kind of see whatever they wrote because I know the most of the time they'll be wrong or they'll put up multiple sides of things. But then again, there's some guys out there who are quite credible. I mean, you guys have seen BCB, you guys have seen Credible Crypto. They have some good analysis here and there. There's some other guys who are not going to quote today who are definitely really kind of stupid on that sense where I look at them, but I'm like just looking at them with a little bit of laughter. Closely followed trader and analyst Credible Crypto says that Ripple's native asset XRP is setting up for a massive surge to a new all-time high. In a new tweet, the crypto trader says the XRP's current downward correction is approaching the crucial 0.618 Fibonacci retracement support, a level that many traders keep a close eye on for a possible bounce. According to the crypto strategist, $1.07 is a prime area to catch a ride to the stratosphere on XRP. For traders more confident in XRP and less concerned about the perfect entry point, the 1.12 to 1.20 range is also a viable place for a bullish bid. Quote, this last impulse is complete and took us from the $0.5 to $2, which is a $1.50 move. The next impulse should be even stronger. The correction is approaching the 0.618 and high time frame support. Downside is limited, and the next impulse up probably takes us to new all-time high. Do the math. XRP is a bargain here. The trader says that XRP ideally can form support at this level for a week or two before making its way upwards, and that would actually be kind of like we saw in the Doge run, right? Where we go sideways for like 3 weeks or so, which is basically then what we would have. We would want this strong base to form rather than a quick pump out of this correction because it'll allow the next impulse to be much stronger. This is logic. If you think about it, if we build a good basis here at, for example, around $1.20, we basically build on top of that. That's basically a new equilibrium, kind of a new start of things. It's basically in the same sense that if you go zoom out now for XRP, you're noticing, well, a bottom, for example, is really around this area, right? At about 18 cents. But the fun part is if you zoom out towards the 2017 and before that area, the bottom for XRP is basically at around 0.0001 something. Now, the newer bottom is kind of around this area here at about 55 cents-ish. If we really correct that low, it's going to be kind of strange because we've not seen those levels in a very long while. But also, we haven't really retested too much of that area. So I would say this is, of course, 65 cents as well. Going to be important to just kind of build on top of, or we have to build on top of a level a little bit higher. But right now, we've just been breaking through, and we need to build on somewhere. And he is saying that this is going to definitely be a little bit of an idea. Aside from XRP, Credible Crypto has got his eye on the world's largest crypto market cap as a signal for the rest of the market at large. The analyst says Bitcoin could be on its way down to 39,000, where it can then be reaccumulated before its next leg up to a new all-time high. Quote, if you want to go to 100K, these periods of reaccumulation are necessary and healthy. Again, upwards, downwards, upwards. It's again, the pattern. Reaccumulation range is right within here. Basically expecting a little bit of a dip more. This is on a one-day chart. And as for Dogecoin, the trader doesn't rule out an explosion in the meme crypto asset, but it won't recommend buying it to his friends. I've had the same type of thing. I've had literally like 8 friends ask me if they should buy Doge as an investment. Will it pump again? Absolutely. Would I ever advocate buying a meme coin to someone that I care about? No. SafeMoon is the same. It's a gamble, a game. The initial holders get a portion of the tokens with every transaction, right? It enriches the original holders, serves no utility but to make them wealthy. SafeMoon we're talking about, and leaves newcomers holding their bags. All I'm saying here is, if you're a real friend of mine, I will never tell you to hold Doge. However, I will tell you, it might be a smart bet to grab up some because, well, you never know, right? It might pump up like crazy. It might definitely do that. So for Bitcoin, let's quickly say it once more. I believe Bitcoin might correct down lower. We really do not know for certain what exactly is going to do here in the near term. We don't know if the ABC has basically plotted through or if it's going to dip down further, again, on a Bitcoin perspective. This is a weekly. If we go zoom in a little bit on an hourly, for example, things are looking really good, but that can be kind of, something which is going to turn around here anytime soon here, as we really haven't broken too much just quite yet. We right now are retesting the 0.786, but then again, we haven't even come to our levels of early today / yesterday at about 51.2 thousand. So yeah, there's definitely a good chance we're just going to switch over here, or even if we do break through, it's going to be kind of a short-lived little uptrend that we're witnessing here. I'm not exactly sure what's going to turn around. Relationship between Bitcoin is what DGR posted over on his trading view. He says relationship between Bitcoin price and options expiration dates. Could also be that really this is the case, right? Why is it on different dates? Well, I believe as well that because they're different months, different quarters, and they just align differently. For example, here this person at the bottom here says that some are, for example, for quarterlies, they end on the last of the month, and some are for other options. Once more, I was researching options, but I don't really know perfectly fine. Somebody says their third Friday of the month is monthly OPEX and 30th for quarterly. I'm not exactly sure, right? I'm not exactly sure because I just do not know. I'm not really aware of it quite enough. However, what I'm witnessing right now, what I'm seeing here is, well, I guess that we are falling down. Even if it were to be 1 week extended, though, that wouldn't really be a bad thing because it does follow up with the other side of things. It's basically saying, well, before the options expiry is coming down, and then once it has expired, things are going to go up because they're trying to manipulate the price to fit their options. In the end, guys, regardless of whether or not this is true, there is some basis behind it because these big guys, of course, want to make it move along with their money to make more money, right? So he basically says we're going to see some 31% or $31,000 increase in Bitcoin price, or about 65% to about 78 or so thousand, before then again coming close to an expiry date and going back to about 58. This time, however, which some people pointed out as well, is the only time where Bitcoin actually corrected more than between, I guess, the last time the options expired. So right now we've actually gone lower than any one of them. A lot of people were scared of a bearish scenario, but then again, think about the bigger picture. We might have a bearish scenario, but again, that's a scenario. That's a short-term type of thing. We don't really believe that the bear run is basically here, but even if it is, we all know even that will not probably last that long. We could just buy it the way down. In terms of fear, damn. A lot of people are fearful. A lot of people are fearful just because this kind of bearish vibe here, this bear trap most likely, is just lasting a little bit too long. We're noticing it in the comments as well. A ton of people are just really pessimistic about the situation. And I just want to say there's a higher chance we're going to continue on with this bull market. I'm quite convinced we will. I'm not going to say it's certain because you never know for sure. However, almost anything right now is looking like it's just a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a correction before we actually start to pump like crazy, specifically altcoins. And yeah, if we don't, well, worst case scenario is we're going to have to hold our cryptos for a little bit longer. But as long as you didn't buy shit coins, I think you'll all be fine here. It's pretty hard to lose money as long as you don't realize it, in my perspective, right? As long as you don't really realize it, there's not really much that's going to happen. But I guess people would just disagree with that. There's just a lot of fear right now in the space right now. People are really fearful. It's mostly just by the manipulation, though, in my opinion. In the end, it will all be fine as long as we know the bigger picture and as long as we know the fundamentals, which is HODL. Diamond hands, baby. And that was it for today's episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And see you guys again in another one, hopefully later today.